Hey traders, Nick Shaheen looking at Netflix. Okay, so I've had at least 4 people, 5 people today talk to me about Netflix. The gap is enticing, and here are my thoughts on it. First of all, I'm a fan of the stock. It trades really nicely, and the easiest way for me to trade it personally, I don't have a trade right now, is to buy the dip by selling put spreads or selling puts if I wanted to own shares. That's the easy trade. Why? Because it's a momentum stock and a leader, and because of this, this is the overview. These blue bars are the revenues, so they're growing revenues like mad. Debt to assets are dropping, so that tells me that they are using more inside generated cash. So operating cash flow from operations is 2.5 billion. This is not the old Netflix like Tesla. They made the turn where they needed to borrow their asses off in order to make a living, where now they don't need to based on current conditions. So that's what people miss, in my opinion. They keep shorting based on old ideas. Well, this is not the old lame duck that it was. Like if rates ran up, oh, they're going to be out of business because they can't borrow. Look at the P&L. Revenues from 12 to 26, goosed by the pandemic, but still the trend was already aggressive. Let's see, net income, almost 4 billion from 500,000. So I don't care what the metrics are. 62 PE, that's a bargain, but that's not what I look for in a growth company. That's what I look for. 9, that's in line with Apple, cheaper than Microsoft, like 1/3 the price of Tesla that way, twice as expensive as Amazon. I'm giving you absolute as to why this is a cheap company. It's not expensive, so it's not shortable from that perspective. So now for trading purposes, the breakout already happened. It's off of this candle. They're already inside the gap, and now they're like an island. Gap below, gap above. What the heck do we do? Look left. To me, this is not a starting point. 530 has been pivotal. It's literally the middle of the path. Look at it. The candles in here, tails in here. Look how many tails there are here. So there, and another gap right there. And it continues. So it's actual the POC. Look, that line depends on what period of time you encompass. It's pivotal. So, in my opinion, if I'm not long Netflix, today is not the day I start the longs in it. I missed it. So if I insist on taking the long to capture this last breath here, at least wait until it breaches today's high, which was 533. Maybe the overnight, the pre-open high, I don't have it on this chart, but you can look into it. That's all. See how close it is? Let me go see where it is, actually. Okay, so it's not any higher. So I would not chase it until it's above 533.06 was the high. Then maybe you can scalp $6 to close the gap. So the way if you force me right now to trade it, I hate trading after such a big rally. I would sell puts or put spreads inside here. At least that I have a chance at not needing a rally to win, where it can just either get long it lower or eke out a bit of premium. Or maybe even iron condor, which I hate to do because this is a momentum stock and I don't want to sell call spreads up here and get blown out. But if an iron condor, the idea is I sell a put spread, I collect some premium, I take the opposite bet up here, I sell a call spread, I collect the premium, and ideally you want it to just ping pong between the two, and you end up collecting both premiums and it dies. Both buyers lose money. So that's probably what I would try, make it short term, and it's a trade. But to go in conviction to try to swing trade it, the easy work is done. That's my opinion on Netflix. I do like the company. I'm not ragging on it. I said I would buy the dips. Also, look at this giant head and shoulders. What is Nick talking about? Now I'm going to bring up people to hate me. So you see these two lines? They say credit put spread, meaning try to buy the dip, but with tight stop. So try to buy the dip with a tight stop. Otherwise, if you lose this level, you do have all these tails that will be support, but depends on the market conditions. I think I will be able to get long it at 420 or 400, where I will put a get long, Nick. So I do these now to convince me in the future when markets are falling out of bed to do something about it and catch the falling knife, because my emotions would be, no, don't do it. And then it comes into an email, Do it, do it. The old self told you to do it. This is point of control, so this is an absolute place where I would probably double down. Or if I miss it on the other one, longer. I don't care about spelling, that's going to me. So a lot of resistance, eventual trigger. But until then, it's not an easy long right now. That's my opinion. Short term. Nothing here, by the way, was an actionable thing. Like, don't go out and trade it the way I just said because I said so. These are my opinions alone.